The following is a presentation of the Missouri Sports Network.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. As always, brought to you by Lyona Labor's Local 663, reminding us, hey, drive safely in those work zones. Those folks want to go home to their families as well. My name's Guy Newcomb, alongside here for the next few minutes, talking about Missouri sports. Today, dateline September 26th, 2024. It's the 269th day of the year. 96 days remain until the end of the year. On a personal note, got to celebrate birthdays yesterday in my family. My father here turns 81 here in the very near future. Next week, also my oldest nephew, Justin, turned 30, and Tori, my niece, also celebrating a birthday this week. Happy birthday to them. And my sister put together a nice little deal yesterday down at her house in Republic, Missouri. On this date in history, September the 26th, as you look down through history, on this day in 1789, George Washington appointed Thomas Jefferson the first United States Secretary of State. 1905, Albert Einstein publishes the third of his papers introducing the special theory of relativity. And in 1914, the United States Federal Trade Commission, established by the Federal Trade Commission Act. In 1917, World War I, the Battle of Polygon Wood begins. In 1983, Soviet Air Force officer Stanislav Petrov identifies a report of an incoming nuclear missile as a computer error and was not an American first strike, thus preventing a nuclear war. Getting into the high school events, on the soccer scoreboard from last night, Wednesday, boys soccer, it was Cardinal Ritter over Jennings 2-1. CBC defeats Westminster Christian Academy 1-0. It was DeSmet over Rockwood Summit 4-0. Duchesne defeats Granite City, Illinois 3-2. Winfield over Festus 6-0. It was Fox 4-1 over Hillsboro. Elias Catholic defeats Columbia Battle 3-2. Webster Grove shuts out John Burroughs 1-0. St. Dominic over Kirkwood 2-1. St. Dominic now 11-0 on the season. Benton over St. Joe Lafayette 6-1. Lindbergh defeats Fort Zumwalt East 3-1. Hazelwood West 8-0 over Lutheran North, and Northeast Kansas City shuts out Frontier STEM 8-0. Rockbridge a 1-0 win over Smithton, and St. Francis Borgia also 1-0 over Father Tolton. Elsewhere in fall season softball, Elias Catholic defeats Battle 13-2. Was La Plata over Bevier 16-0. Benton defeats Bishop LeBlanc 20-0. Blue Springs South now 17-5. They defeat Lee Summit West 7-1. It was Carthage 6-4 over Branson. Bramer 10-2 over Higbee. Norborn 15-0 over Brunswick in the CLAA conference tournament in Brunswick. Elsewhere, Highland defeats Canton 13-1. Bowling Green over Capital City 4-0. Carrollton defeats Holden 5-3. Again, these are high school softball scores from last night, presented by Central Bank of the Ozarks. Chaffee 16-3 now as they shut out Naylor 15-0. Community 27-4 over Westran. Mexico defeats Ellsbury 6-2. Fairplay over Walnut Grove 9-8. Father Tolton shuts out Fulton 9-0. South Shelby 17-4 over Harrisburg. Kirkwood defeats Hazelwood West 8-7. Liberty Wentzville over Parkway Central 9-3. Louisiana 7-2 over Clopton. Marshfield 15-0 over Aurora. Marshfield now 13-3. McDonald County 4-0 over Ozark. St. Joe's Academy over Notre Dame. St. Louis 8-2. Notre Dame to Scion over William Chrisman 8-3. Iberia 16-0 over Osage. Iberia 12-2 on the season. Park Hill over Park Hill South 6-1. Northwest Cedar Hill shuts out Parkway North 10-0. Penny 13-2 over North Harrison. Stoutland defeats Richland 16-1. Rolla 16-1 over West Plains. Joplin defeats Seneca 14-4. Softball scores again from last night. St. Charles West 9-8 over Orchard Farm. St. Francis Borgia 13-1 over St. Clair. Herman defeats St. James 19-2 and Winnetonka over St. Michael the Archangel 1-0. Lawson 18-1 over St. Pius X, and Truman defeats St. Teresa's Academy 12-3. Westminster Christian Academy 5-1 over Eureka. The girls' volleyball action from last night, presented by Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks. It was Duchesne over Cardinal Ritter 3-0. Dexter defeats Sykeston. Farmington over DeSoto. Potosi wins over Festus. Potosi now 11-3-1 on the season. MICDS over Gateway Charter. Elias Catholic defeats Borgia. Herculaneum over St. Paul Lutheran out of Farmington. Lone Jack now 9-1 on the season. They defeat Sweet Springs. Incarnate Word over Lutheran St. Charles. Odessa over Pembroke Hill. Smith Cotton over Hallsville. St. Vincent shuts out Advance. And those are your scores from last night in area volleyball. Looking at Misha, the football schedule for tonight. Thursday it's Parkway North at Hazelwood East. Bayless is at Jefferson. Afton at Jennings. And Glendale will be at Kickapoo. Ava will be at Salem. Rockport and South Holt meet in 8-man action. Both teams coming into that contest are 4-0. Elsewhere in 8-man action, South Nottoway will be at Tarkio. On the Major League scoreboard, the Mariners defeat the Houston Astros 8-1. Phillies over the Cubs 9-6. Guardians defeat the Reds 5-1. And Tigers 7-1 over the Rays. Pirates defeat the Brewers 2-1. The Royals shut out the Nationals 3-0. Lynch coming back off the IL. He's now 2-0 with a 3.48 ERA. And Ursek gets his 13th save as a Royal. The Orioles defeat the Yankees 9-7. It was the Blue Jays over the Red Sox 6-1. White Sox defeat the Angels 4-3. The White Sox still holding on at 120 losses here with 4 games remaining, as they are looking maybe to set the all-time record for losses in a single season at 121. It was the Twins over the Marlins 8-3. Cardinals defeat the Rockies 5-2. Helsley with his Cardinal single season record-setting 48th save of the season. Cardinals now 81-77, guaranteeing at least a 500 season. It was the D-backs, Arizona over the Giants 8-2. Texas Rangers defeat the Oakland A's 5-1. The Dodgers 4-3 over the Padres. And the Mets and Braves are canceled, or postponed, I guess. They will make up that game on Monday, September the 30th, in a doubleheader, which could decide which of those teams make the playoffs. You look at the MLB standings at this time, the Royals still have not secured a playoff spot, but a win last night went a long way to doing it. As you look right now, the Yankees, Cleveland, Houston, and Baltimore have all clinched. The last 2 spots remaining in the American League, right now the Detroit Tigers and the Kansas City Royals are tied at 84 and 74. The Royals have the tiebreaker over the Tigers, so they would move into that 5 spot. The Twins now 82 and 76 are 2 games back, and the Mariners 82 and 77, a game back on the loss side, but 2.5 back of a playoff contention spot. The Twins have the tiebreaker over the Royals. So if they happen to tie for that third and final spot, the Royals would be out. But 2 games up with 4 to play are both the Royals, 4 to play for both the Royals and the Minnesota Twins. If you're looking on this day in sports history, presented by Great Southern Bank. Great Southern Bank with more than 100 locations in 6 states. Great Southern Bank, understanding what really matters. Member FDIC. In 1861, British Open men's golf, Prestwick Tom Morris Sr. beats Willie Park Sr. by 4 strokes. In 1867, British Open men's golf at Prestwick, Tom Morris Sr. wins his 4th title. He beats Willie Park Sr. by 2 strokes. In 1906, Pittsburgh lefty Lee Field no-hits the Phillies 8-6 in a 6-inning rain game. 1908, Chicago Cubs Ed Rollbach becomes the only pitcher to throw a doubleheader shutout, winning 3-0 and 5-0 over the Super Bows at Washington Park in Brooklyn, New York. In 1921, New York Yankee Babe Ruth hits home runs 57 and 58 to beat the Indians 8-7. In 1925, PGA Championship men's golf at Olympia Fields Country Club, defending champion Walter Hagen defeats Bill Menhold 6-5 in the final, 3rd PGA crown overall and 7th of his 11 major titles. In 1926, the shortest doubleheader, the Yankees lose 6-1 in 72 minutes and lose again 6-2 in 55 minutes to the Browns. The Yankees had already clinched the pennant. In 1947, Happy Chandler announces Ford and Gillette to sponsor the World Series. And in 1948, the Boston Braves win their first National League championship since 1914. 1952, New York Yankees clinch a 4th straight and 19th American League pennant, beating the A's 5-2. In 1953, shortstop Billy Hunter smashes a final home run in St. Louis Browns history during a 6-3 loss to the Chicago White Sox at Busch Stadium. The franchise moves to Baltimore the next season. And in 1954, Yogi Berra plays his only game at third, and Mickey Mantle plays shortstop in that contest. And in 1959, on this date, Milwaukee Braves Warren Spahn becomes the winningest National League lefty in history. And in 1961, on this date, New York Yankees outfielder Roger Maris hits home run number 60 off Jack Fisher, tying the Babes single-season record. In 1962, LA Dodgers shortstop Maury Wills becomes the first player in Major League history to steal 100 bases in a single season, en route to 104. And in 1964, the Braves score 25 runs and the Phillies score 18 to set a record by using 43 different players in 9 innings. In 1971, Jim Palmer is the 4th Oriole to win at least 20 games of the season. 1973, on this date, Wilt Chamberlain signs with the ABA, San Diego Conquistadors. And in 1981, Major League Baseball Houston Astros pitcher Nolan Ryan throws his 5th career no-hitter in a 5-0 win over the Los Angeles Dodgers at the Astrodome. And in 1983, Cardinals pitcher Bob Force pitches 2nd career no-hitter, beating Montreal 3-0 in St. Louis. Also, on this date in history, 1993, Ryder Cup Golf, the Belfry U.S. beats Europe 15-13. Davis Love III secures a victory for the U.S., beating Constantino Rocca at the 18th, 1-up. And in 1996, San Francisco Giants, Barry Bonds is the 2nd Major League player to hit 40 home runs and steal 40 bases in a season. And in 1997, Seattle Mariner Ken Griffey Jr. hits his 56th home run of the season. That's what happened on this date September the 26th in American sports history. Certainly glad that you have tuned in today, and we'll look at some birthdays here in sport. On this date in 1964, Bobby Joe Edmonds, an American NFL running back, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, is born in Nashville, Tennessee. In 1964, also, Dave Martinez, American League Baseball outfielder for Chicago White Sox, is born in Manhattan, New York. Also on this date in history, in 1981, American tennis legend and 23-time Grand Slam singles titles, Tour Finals ×5, Olympic gold in 2012, 16-time doubles titles, born in Saginaw, Michigan, is Serena Williams. I want to thank everybody for tuning in, and leave us some notes, drop us a line. You can email us at MissouriSportsNetwork@gmail.com. Thinking of starting maybe a sports talk show here in the mornings. Give us your feedback. It could be a call-in line as well. I know we have 62 live viewers right now around the state of Missouri. Hey, make sure and tune into Where Are They Now Wednesdays, every Wednesday morning at 7, our morning updates. Also coming every morning, we try and get something out every morning at 7 o'clock. Usually we would have a huddle up here, but because of the birthday parties a night ago, we were unable to record it. So that's why I'm here today. Hey, be sure and go to our YouTube page at Missouri Sports Network and subscribe. Go to Facebook at Missouri Sports Network and like us, and you'll know every time we've got an episode coming out. And as always, the Missouri State Highway Patrol reminds us to take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds that could save your life. Be safe, be smart, and be here tomorrow. Hope everybody has a great Thursday. Hey, work today like everything depends on you, and live today like everything depends on God. God bless. Good Thursday.